everybody. Let's see if this is working. We've had some technical difficulties, so I'm gonna make sure this is working before we get started. I think it is. So make sure if you jump on, I knew this was gonna happen. Make sure if you jump on with me and you start making bird feeders that you say hi, or if you're just watching for the fun of it, make sure you say hi as we go. We are gonna make some simple bird feeders here in just 1 second. I wanna make sure we get this all set up just right, because if not, you're not gonna be able to see me very well. And sometimes it is kind of hard to get your phone to get propped up. Okay, we're gonna see if this works. If the camera falls over, I promise I will come back. So today we're gonna make 2 different kinds of bird feeders. One using a toilet paper roll, which I'm sure you guys have around your house. The other is going to use some pipe cleaners as our base. So for the 2 different bird feeders, we're gonna have pipe cleaners as a base for one, and pipe cleaners over here as a base for one, and toilet paper as a base for another. So we're gonna do the messy one first. So make sure if you're doing this, I am set up in my kitchen, as you can see, so make sure if you are making this messy one that you're in your kitchen or maybe even outside. It's been raining at my house today, so we're not going outside. But I'm gonna do it in my kitchen. So what you're gonna need is a paper plate. I have a bag of birdseed. Another option for birdseed is that you could also make your own. So whether that be with like sesame seeds or different seeds, you can Google how to make your own birdseed, but you have to make sure you use the right kinds of seeds. You can't feed birds just anything, because otherwise it'll hurt their stomach. So I have some birdseed and my paper plate. I'm also gonna use some peanut butter. And to spread the peanut butter, I'm going to use some popsicle sticks. So that way we're not using a knife and it's safer that way. So I'm gonna take my paper plate and pour some birdseed on it. Once I do this, I will show you guys what it looks like while I roll it around. So I already spilled a little birdseed, so make sure you're somewhere where it can get messy. Okay. So I have my birdseed here on my plate. It's kind of spread out. So to get our birdseed to stick, we have to coat the outside of our toilet paper roll in peanut butter. So this is where it gets a little messy. You might want to have your parents help you. But I'm going to take a popsicle stick and get some peanut butter on it. So I've got my popsicle stick with peanut butter, my toilet paper roll, and we are just going to spread the outside. If you put, when you make a peace sign like this, you have your 2 fingers. If you put your 2 fingers inside the toilet paper roll and make a peace sign, then you're gonna be able to you're gonna be able to hold the toilet paper roll a little bit better. So the peanut butter on this kind of acts like our glue, because birds can't have real glue. That would also hurt their stomachs. So we wanna make sure we give them something that they can have, and peanut butter is one of those. So make sure you get an even layer of peanut butter all the way around. I'm gonna get a little bit more. Do it on the bottom here. If you need to twist your fingers around, you can. Another way you could do this is set your peanut butter on like your toilet paper roll on like a little stand, or maybe like a small cup, or you could have your parents hold it for you on both sides, and then you could coat it with the peanut butter. So I have my toilet paper roll all the way coated, and I'm going to, hold on, I wanna see. I can't see my comments. So if you have questions, I will get back to you after this live video is over, I promise. But make sure if you are hopping on and watching my live that you say hi, so I know you were here. So I'm gonna take my camera off its stand, so if it falls over or there's a loud bang, you know why. So I'm gonna take this and flip my camera around. That way you guys can kind of see what's happening. So I have my birdseed on my plate and the peanut butter is here. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna dip it in the birdseed. See how? Look, and then it picks it up just like that. So we're gonna take it and roll it in the birdseed. just like this. And you want to try and cover all the peanut butter. So, it's kind of hard to hold the camera and do this with my left hand. This is why it's helpful if your parents are there with you, especially since this is more of a messy one. Okay, so I'm going to flip you guys around and try and set you back up. You just saw how my camera was set up. So if you fall over, it's my pasta strainer's fault. Okay, so here is our first bird feeder. I am going to go outside in my backyard and put this on a branch, just like this. And it will be there. You could also, if you wanted to, punch some holes in the sides, like maybe on both sides, and string a piece of yarn and then hang it from your tree. Really, whatever is better in your yard or however you want to hang it. You could also take one of your popsicle sticks and hot glue it on the inside, just like this, and then stick it down in the ground. So if you make a bunch of these different ones, save up your toilet paper rolls for a while, and make a bunch of different ones, then you could put them all over the place. They could even be kind of fun yard decorations. So here's our first one. Super simple, super easy. This is stuff that you have around your house, hopefully. A toilet paper roll. All we used was a paper plate to hold our bird seed, a toilet paper roll, some peanut butter, and a popsicle stick. So 5 supplies that you need, and make sure again that you're in the kitchen. That way you don't have bird seed all over the place. Or if it's nice outside, this would be a good outside project too. Okay, so I am going to set our birdseed creation over here to the side and clean up my workspace just a little bit, and then we will go on to the second one. So the second one is even easier. So if you have younger siblings or you are younger yourself and the peanut butter is just a little bit too messy for you, sorry guys, I'm trying to adjust my camera. Next time I'm gonna have this figured out. Okay, so if that one's just a little bit too messy and you don't have birdseed at home, again, make sure if you are making your own birdseed that you Google if birds can eat that kind of stuff. So the second one is even easier, and all we're gonna use is Cheerios and pipe cleaners. So make sure you guys can see this, but basically we are going to string Cheerios onto our pipe cleaner. And then you can do the same thing. You can either stick this little loop right here onto a tree branch, or you could loop some string around, and I'm gonna do it with another pipe cleaner, so we'll show you. So what you're gonna need to do is take one of your pipe cleaners. I'm gonna use yellow this time. So you hold it up and down like this. Then you wanna create a little loop. So you bend it like this and make that point upside down. Then you want to cross it over. See how I have this just crossed over right here? Hold both ends, so you hold the end that you crossed over and the long end, and you twist towards you. So twist towards you, and that creates your loop at the top. That's going to keep our Cheerios on the pipe cleaner. So we're going to take this pipe cleaner, and I have my bowl of Cheerios right here. You really don't need this many. And we are just gonna string these Cheerios onto the pipe cleaner. This is a good bird feeder to put maybe on trees or anywhere you can think of. But I live in Indiana, and the birds are all starting to build their nests right now and lay eggs. So if you want to maybe have a bird's nest in your house, you could maybe put some bird feeders out, and then they would feel more at home. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking my Cheerios and stringing them onto, well, these are 2 stuck together, stringing them onto the pipe cleaner just like this. So it's like you're beading or making a bracelet. So younger kids or older kids can definitely make these. So we're gonna make just a couple together, and then you can make however many you want at home. But we're gonna make just a couple together, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm going to put them together. That way they can kind of all hang together in the same place. So we're gonna bead these on just like this. Some of my Cheerios are stuck together. It's easier if they're by themselves, because then it's just like a bead. Okay, so I left about 1.5 inches at the top, and we're gonna create another loop. So I'm gonna fold this down again like we did, and then I have my little overhang right here, and I'm gonna twist it towards me, just like this. And then that will keep our beads on, they're kind of like beads, our Cheerios on our pipe cleaner, see? Okay, so now I have 2. I think we're gonna make one more together, and then I'll show you how I'm going to string them all together. So once again, this is how you start it. We have to make a little loop at the top. So we're gonna make a bend, just like this in our pipe cleaner. Then we're gonna cross it over, like this, cross it. And then we're gonna twist it towards us. And that is gonna twist the pipe cleaner together and create our loop at the top. Can you see that? Okay, so just like we did before, we are going to string these Cheerios on. Make sure if you do this activity, you take some pictures of your bird feeders and put them in the comments. We would love to see all of your creations and how you make these. There's lots of different variations to bird feeders, and I'm sure the birds will love all of them. So make sure you post pictures so we can see. And then if you post pictures, maybe you'll be featured in one of our stories. So I'm just taking these and stringing these on. This is a good way to build your fine motor skills as well. It helps with your fingers, grabbing these little Cheerios and getting them on the pipe cleaner. So I'm just stringing these on. Okay, almost done. This is a really quick one. I wish it would let me see my comments because I can see people are watching, and I'm so glad you're here. I just wish I could say hi. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so we're back at the end just like we were a few minutes ago, and we have just about 1.5 inches left at the top. So we're gonna make a bend, cross it over just like we did before, and then twist towards us. So when you twist, there is this little end. I don't know if you can see that. This little end, and I try and get it inside the Cheerios. That way it's not pokey and it doesn't poke the birds or anything. We would not want that. Okay, so we have our Cheerios. I was thinking, oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, we have our Cheerios strung on our pipe cleaners, just like this. So it kind of looks like a bracelet. You could make these into a bracelet if you wanted to. I'm gonna take one more pipe cleaner, and we are going to put it through the top here, just like this. So string these on here. We're gonna make a big loop. So we have these, and we're gonna make a big loop, kind of like a bracelet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cross these over, and then I'm gonna wrap them around each other. So if you wanted to, you could wear it as a bracelet, but we're not gonna wear it as a bracelet. We are going to hang it on a tree. So here are my finished products. I have my bird feeder with peanut butter and birdseed, and it finishes like this. I'm gonna hang it, I'm gonna go stick it out on a tree limb. And then my second one is this one that kind of dangles from the tree, and it can be a pretty decoration. So make sure if you like these or you make them yourself to post a comment with a picture below. That way we can see your creations. But thanks for hanging out with me and making some bird feeders. See you guys tomorrow night for story time. Bye.